Hello. Is this mic on? Oh, jeez. I can't even freaking start the damn podcast right. Somebody cue the music. Hey, this is Manny Moonraker, and this is episode number 130. 130 UFO reports since I started doing these little news dealios, little news updates. Since I started talking about current affairs, and sometimes I throw in some of the old shit too, just so that you guys can be happy about it. It makes me happy too sometimes to talk about the old crap, because when we forget about the issues of the past, we tend to fuck things up. That's just my way of saying that one. But anyway, episode 130, you see what the title is. But before we get into that, I always tell you guys that it's a good idea. It is an excellent idea for you guys to get in there and follow me on social media. Now, Google Plus. No fucks giving Google. I'm going to say this over and over every episode until the damn Google Plus goes away. You guys really fucked the pooch on this one. If you realize, I'm a little bit more, how could I say? I'm using more of the potty words on this episode because Google, I'm so pissed at you, Google. And you guys saw the news what these rubber dickers did. Just because Facebook got in trouble, they decided not to do anything about their freaking security leak issue. And now that it's like, oh, hey, guess what? Someone told on us. So we're just going to go ahead and fucking close down the entire social platform. Sucks for you, Google, because today somebody in Congress is asking, why did you not report it? What did you do to fix it? And who the fuck do you think you are? Don't you just hate when that happens? You know, these rubber dickers are everywhere. You know, I mean, as far as I know, everything I posted on there was sold to some place that some communist country or something like that. And there's somebody over there in China or something named King Jong-Fun Han who is pretending to be Manny Moonraker now. This is the problem with companies like Google that are so damn big that they don't care about the little guy. But anyway, before I have a like brain explosion or a freaking something, I don't know. Let me just take a deep breath here, folks, because I almost feel like they need to be purged. Like they really just need to be purged, period. The whole freaking thing. I just don't know. Anyway, what I started to say, if you don't follow me on social media, minus Google Plus, you miss the opportunity to interact with myself and you together on social media. Twitter at UFO Buster Radio, the Facebook page is Manny Moonraker and UFO Buster Radio, and on Instagram at Manny Moonraker. Speaking of Instagram, that's where I got my last message. So if you followed me on Instagram, you know that I sent out a picture saying, "What's your UFO story?" Send me a DM or just chat me up and let me know what's up. Let me know the goods. I would like to know why you follow me, really, because there's 1,000 million, quadrillion, billion Instagram models out there you could be following that give you scantily dressed pictures that you probably would enjoy more than looking at me or Bugs the UFO Hunter. But I did get one, and this one came from Steve in the UK. And his message is this: "Hi, Manny. My possible UFO story. I was with friends, and I was about 14 in the late 60s in the south of England. South of England. You got that? South of England. That's why I said he's Steve from the UK. And it was dark, and in the early evening, we looked up and saw really bright objects in a large V formation. Traveling east to west, they looked really fiery. We watched for a while, wondering what it could be. He says he forgot about it for years. Only recently did he think about it. Then he goes, I enjoy your show. You are right about Nick Pope. He talks a lot about saying nothing. Best regards, Steve." Well, Listen, there's a lot of people that think that Nick Pope is just a rubber dicker who just fell into something really convenient known as ufology. And after his career with the MOD, decided to make something of it. I mean, you can't hate the guy for that, but it seems to me that he's all opinion. He doesn't have any facts. And he contradicts himself a lot. You know, sometimes he believes, sometimes he doesn't. Sometimes he believes, sometimes he doesn't. So I stopped listening to Nick Pope altogether. That guy, Nick Pope. I'm sorry, this Google thing has me worked up. Anyway, so Steve from the UK, thank you very much for that message. And like I try to tell you guys, I mean, this is what social media is for. Don't be afraid of it. Yeah, they're stealing your information, but guess what? If you don't put important shit on there, no one's going to get your info. Don't put your credit card number in there. Don't put things in there that are going to be important to you. Just don't do it. Interact with the people you listen to. That's why we as podcasters, people in the media, journalists, whoever the fuck it is you follow, that's why they embrace social media, because it's the way that they can get across the audience that listens to them. So don't put your personal shit on there, because that's what they want. Just keep it simple. Keep it simple. And now, a message from your boy, Marty Angler.
You are listening to UFO Buster Radio, and I have a question for you. Do you like to go fishing, or do you want to learn how to fish? Well, I have the answer for you. Whether you're an avid angler or just starting out, Angling Waters Outdoors is the place to learn and advance your fishing skills. I'll be your guide, Marty Angler. And I'm not just a bass fishing tournament angler, but I also like to fish for other species as well. I'll help guide you through the different methods and baits to help you catch more fish all year long. So catch me at Angling Waters Outdoors here on Spreaker. Now back to UFO Buster Radio and my friend Manny Moonraker.
That's right, Manny Moonraker. Anyway, so this is episode 130, and as you saw in the caption for this one, basically, someone's reporting that there is a new military deep space ship that they located in New Mexico. Now, of course, it's New Mexico, right? I mean, that's where Roswell came in, so why not have a deep space ship being tested out in the deserts of New Mexico? It almost makes too much sense. Way too much sense. So this article is coming from the Express UK, our favorite place, thumbs up. And it's titled, UFO Technology Has U.S. Military Built Spaceship to Travel the Universe. Good question. Good question. Turns out that someone spotted a mysterious craft near a U.S. military base out in New Mexico. Some believe that this mysterious craft is a high-tech spaceship that could be part of a new age space race. Somebody's not playing any games, but this is where the article takes a crazy twist. Because it says global powerhouses are in a race to get back to the moon. Nobody wants to get back to the damn moon. Are you serious? If anybody wanted to get back to the moon, they would have done it a long time ago. And who the hell are the global powerhouses? Somebody tell me who wrote this article. It's one of those things I stopped looking up because then I keep looking for them. And, I keep on looking for their articles. And then all it does is get me mad and I start writing really ugly emails. But this rubber dicker says that the global powerhouses are the ones who are kind of freaked out about this because the U.S. might be ahead of everyone and nobody knows it. Now, this is where this article takes a turn for the worst. I mean, listen, it just keeps getting worse from here. I'm going to be honest with you. Let the Moonraker just level with you. This article is going to continue to tumble, and this is what I keep saying. You got to read your articles. Don't get caught up by the clickbait. Don't just read the first two paragraphs, because you got to understand what the source is. So right now, this person says there's powerhouses, which pretty much are not named in this article. Nothing about what powerhouses are freaked out by this, right? Because if it's in this article about this mysterious ship that was seen on the deserts of New Mexico, there's only a few powerhouses rubber dickers on the planet that can be in their country and be looking at our country from space or sending spy ships in order to see what the fuck is going on in our desert. So, Mr. Author, who the fuck are the powerhouses? All right, number one. Number two, here's the other part where this article goes to shit. Users of Google Earth have been traveling the online globe to spot any suspicious activity and believe they have found something in New Mexico. Now, issue number two. So you just wrote an article about a mysterious craft that worldwide powerhouses are concerned about, and now you're saying that this was spotted on Google Earth. But it gets worse. And let me continue. The two triangular crafts have been spotted in the middle of a massive 800-meter circle in the desert of New Mexico. To make matters more mysterious, the two crafts, one much larger than the other, were found near Holloman Air Force Base. Wow. Now that's a bit of an accusation there if I ever heard one. So now they're saying this space race craft is attached somehow to Holloman Air Force Base. Now, which is good. I mean, heck, if the base is there and you see a bunch of funky shit out there, it might be tied to the military, right? It's very possible. But it's also possible that you rubber dickers are looking at a bunch of tents or even some kind of structure that's been put out there to cover something. Maybe some equipment. You know, they do that a lot sometimes. They leave shit out in the middle of the desert because they're not going to haul it back to the base, so they cover the shit up. But I'm getting ahead of myself because the next line is what says it all. And this is, some were quick to agree with third phase of Moon's theory. Oh my God, are you serious? That really is the good, the bad, and the ugly of this story. Are you kidding me? Are you kidding me? So basically, this rubber dicker insinuated powerhouses are concerned about this Google Earth image, which showed two triangular crafts, one small, one big, and then ends it by saying that the theory is coming from third phase of Moon. When I say time and time again that you can't write this stuff, I was wrong. I mean, I've been wrong. You can write this stuff. And it ends up in the Express UK. I still don't get why this publication loves third phase of Moon and Secure Team 10. Oh, don't forget Mr. Waring also. It seems like pareidolia is the door to get into the Express UK and have these crazy publications come out. And by the way, if you want to know exactly what they found on Google Earth, if you look at the logo or the picture for this episode, that's what they published over at the Express UK as the image that's coming from the Google Earth New Mexico discovery. Like I said, you can't write this stuff. There's just nothing. There's just nothing we can do about it. The people that have all the info are not giving it up, and the people that don't have the info are making it up. It is almost comical in a way, in a very sad way. But if you saw this article and you thought for sure, now we got them, now the military is pretty much out of the closet, so to speak, because we saw them with those 2 R3Bs sitting in the desert of New Mexico, you're wrong. You need to read it. Read the whole article. Because I got some messages from people saying, hey, they finally got it. TR3B. It's in New Mexico. It doesn't appear to be the case. Instead, what it appears is that third phase of Moon was probably clickbaiting people to get on their YouTube channel and we have a crap story on the Express UK. That's just the way it goes. There's nothing you can do about it. Let me just remind you guys, before episode 43 for this week, episode number 3 is over. Let me just remind you guys that next month, November, we will start voting for the rubber dickies. Now, initially, I was going to have this done on Google Plus, but we got rubber dick by them. So all the voting will happen exclusively through ufobusterradio.com. I'll be working on that in order to get the poll up there, and it's going to be right on the front page. You're going to answer the poll, you're going to vote for somebody, and you're going to let me know who should win the award. Now, in addition to that, as last year, 2 contributors to the UBR Truth Seekers page, group on Facebook, will also win awards for their contributions to the conversation. So keep an eye out for that. Those will be announced when we announce the 2018 Rubber Dicker of the Year. And like last year, we're going to attempt to get them to receive that package with their award. And it's a nice award. I mean, anyone would be proud to have it on their mantle, you know, whether it be someone that was working with A-Tip at one time, maybe somebody at Two to Stars Academy. Hell, we can even send it to Deuce Bigelow, the Space Gigolo. Maybe he'd accept it and put it on his fancy mantle. Whatever the case may be, starting November 1st, we're going to get the voting done. And it should end at the end of November. So that way, around Christmas, this rubber dicker can receive it and, show it off with pride to the friends and family. If you're not following, make sure you follow me on social media. And listen, be sure to like the episode. No matter what platform you're on, like it. Share it. Tell your peeps. And message me once in a while to let me know you're there. That's all I got for you guys. Have a great weekend. Stay dry. Stay warm. And all I got to say is keep an eye to the sky. Sayonara.